I'm Bryan Clay, 2008 Olympic gold medalist, 2004 Olympic silver medalist, and 2005 world champion in the decathlon. And today my pro tip for you is warming up. So what we're going to do is we want to make sure that we do an active warm-up, something where we're not just jogging around the track and then coming back and doing a bunch of static stretching. So what you're going to see me do today is go through a bunch of drills and a few runs and sprints and things to get warmed up. And really what this is a series of exercises that we put into the warm-up as we move into what we call an activation, our muscle activation series, to kind of get some of those big and small muscles activating that need to be firing in order for you to sprint well and for you to run well. What we want to make sure is that those muscles are warm. I think when you do this workout for the first time, probably be a little sore the next day, but when you first start doing it, the goal is to build the strength in those muscles so that you can use those muscles when you're running. And so that's what we're going to be working on now. The next set of exercises we do is called our kneeling complex, because we're on our knees the whole time. And the first kind of exercise we do in that are called fire hydrants, which if you can imagine a dog peeing on a fire hydrant, that's exactly what we're doing, and that's why we call them fire hydrants. So we're going to be taking our knee and our thigh straight out to the side and back down, up and down on both sides. The next exercise is trail leg forward. I'll do one this way so you can see it. We're basically, if you've ever seen a hurdler, you'll see their trail leg. What they do with their trail leg on the hurdles, that's the leg that's behind them that's coming through the hurdle. And we're going to be doing that here to just kind of open up the hips and get them moving. And then the other side. And then we do trail leg backwards, which is the same thing but backwards. The next drill we do we call ham reach. And what that is we're going to stick our leg straight out behind us and bring it straight out to the side and then turn it back over, and that's going to be one, and you'll do that 10 times. And we want to try and keep your leg straight out behind you and not let the toe get close to the ground here. We want to keep it up and out. Now the next one we do is called our hip thrust complex. And if you can, you do it with a partner, but if you don't have a partner, you can use a bench. So that's what I'm gonna do, is use this bench right over here. And then we're going to go opposite, one leg at a time. The next drill we're going to do is also part of that hip complex and the hip thrust complex. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep one leg on the ground, heel on the ground, I should say, and this leg will stay straight. This leg's bent, hands are back. What I'm going to do is lift my left foot off the ground and drive my hips up using downward pressure in my heel into the ground. You should feel that right in your hamstring. It's really something that's nice to warm up the hamstrings along with some of the hip thrust that we just did. Same thing on the other side. Now what we're going to do after doing some of those activation series is we're going to do 3 build-ups again, trying to maintain good running form. We're going to go down 50 meters, and on these 3 back, we're going to do what we call a skip scoop back. If any of you have ever played football or anything like that, you might know what the skip scoop is, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to skip, skip, and then scoop down as low as you can. Skip, skip, and then scoop down as low as you can. So that's what we're going to be working on next, and then we'll get into another circuit after that. So even while I'm doing these, what I'm hoping you guys are noticing is that good posture, good form, the mechanics of everything count. And so when I'm doing my jogs, I'm trying to make sure that I have good running form. When I'm skipping back, I'm trying to make sure that I've got good posture and things like that, so that everything's right underneath me, so that I'm not practicing any bad habits, and so that I'm also not gonna be in jeopardy of getting injured. So I know it just looks like I'm going through the motions, but there's a lot of thought that you have to put in behind every motion that you do, whether it's a jog, a skip, one of these stretching drills or running drills. You always want to be thinking about form, good form. So again, I'm Bryan Clay, and that's your pro tip for today. Active warm-ups, get away from just jogging and going for a long stretch and all that kind of stuff. We want to get into movement and use movement and technique and things like that to get the body warm to do what it's supposed to do.